Hello everyone, hi everyone too. So welcome back to my video session. Again, in this session, we're gonna talk about the Wi-Fi. All the problems that Wi-Fi can give you. Yeah, we're gonna cover it properly. As I also recommend getting the Nintendo Wii Lan Adaptor. The Nintendo Wii Lan Adaptor is the best way to go. I mean, the Wi-Fi isn't. Okay, so let's talk a bit about Wi-Fi connections. Yeah. Now the Nintendo Wii U was released back in was it November 2012? Yeah. Well, it was in 2012 anyway. So this console is very old. It's very old now, isn't it? Now, the problem with companies, even companies like Nintendo, they're fools. They're the biggest fools of the decade. Can you imagine? That could be anyone. All of these people who make consoles, they're all flipping fools. I'll tell you why. Every time they release a console, and when its time has been completed, like they step for like around about 5 years down there, or probably a bit more, they tend to get rid of the console completely. That's the thing I don't like about it. Now, when we look at this Nintendo Wii U, this console is far better than Nintendo Switch. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, whatever Nintendo's thinking is they're completely wrong. They don't know what the heck they're talking about. Now, what happens when they decided to get rid of the consoles? Yeah, when to get rid of the console, actually, not consoles. When they want to get rid of the console, especially like the Nintendo Wii one. When that happened, Google went away from this console. Yeah. They had nothing to do with it because it was Nintendo's flipping fault. His own fault. What he was doing. The company is crazy because like they should kept in contact with Google. Yeah? Rather than doing silly things to make him that company walk away as well. Because Nintendo didn't want to support the console anymore, yeah, and then the problems came from there. Well, problems like what though? If you tell Google to walk away, now if we look at the internet browser, yeah, and all that. Just hold on, let me just get this connected, yeah. This is a really serious thing. What these companies do. I think a lot of people don't understand this. What happens here? Why is the Wii U doing these weird things? Okay. I'm just gonna connect this in, so what? I think it's much easier for me as well. So just hold on for a moment. Makes it harder for me as well. I'm just grateful that they didn't get rid of the Wii remotes. That they don't work anymore. What would happen then if they did something like that? Oh, it's connected. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna use a Wii remote now. So basically what happens, like now when we got now look at that. Let's put this on the screen, yeah. So look on the screen. Oh, it's not going to work. Yeah. So when we look on the screen, we've got our internet browser at the bottom, yeah. Now this internet browser is from Google. Look, if you look clearly, look, it says Google. This browser is from Google, okay? Now, when we go into here, the fast.com, remember when I did that. No, this is different. Don't worry, I'm not here to show you the same video like previously. This video is different. Keep on listening to what I'm saying. So we do a speed test, yeah? Now take a look at this, speed tests. .9, yeah? 2.9, yeah? Let's do this again. Why are we getting speeds like this from this console? Through the Wi-Fi I'm talking about. Even in the same room. Okay, I might be more than 8 meters away. Okay, that's a different story. Okay, so we're getting about 2.8 here, yeah? So that is very poor. See that? It's giving you 2.8. Now, that's terrible, isn't it? 2.8. How are you gonna run HDR out of that? You need 5.0, man. You're not gonna have to run it. Let's do this again. I've moved the location of the Wii where it gives you the best speed from. What the heck's going on here? It's going even worse. It's going worse than before. Oh my god, all the MBB is dead. Oh wait, what a 150 kbps, check that out. The worstest ever. Did you see that? That is absolutely. You know why it's giving you that speed now? You know why is it doing that? It's this could be. It's quite far. Yeah, it's pretty far. That's what it is. It wouldn't give you something like that. Yeah, that's a distance problem now. Now the distance, the Wiiu of its hardware and the network card is struggling against it. Yeah. But I'm going to be quick about this now, yeah? I don't want to waste your time now. It's not really low, eh? Not 1.6 now, yeah? Okay, it's gone really, really poor now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's gone dramatically very, very poor. That's why sometimes when I'm playing these games, they're not working properly, yeah? Sometimes copy the location, you put it on, yeah? Let's try this one then. Back to location, so you should move it around and keep on doing the speed test on the Wii U. The Wii U will tell you if your speed tests are good or not. Yeah, it's totally dead, man. It's not working properly anymore. Yeah. Now it's completely dead. Oh my god, it's gone really worse, hasn't it? Oh, I'm surprised. What's happened to it? Okay, let's try this one more time. Let's try this one more time. What the heck, man? It's completely awful. Yeah, it's completely dead, man. Okay, so Now this is giving you a big picture of it, what is going on. Yeah, let's try that. Just try one more time, yeah. I didn't expect I will do that. Now the distance is causing a problem for this console, look. Big problem. Okay, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better now. So the distance, it does improve wherever it is. Okay, 2.8. Now you know what? Why even if you go in the same room when they call that in the line of sight, because the Wii U is best used in the line of sight. Do you know what in the line of sight means? In the line of sight means wherever your router is, it's a straight line in the same room. It actually means that. Now this console has been, they stopped everything on this console, yeah? Everything. So what they did, they made Google to walk away, and they didn't even give any updates for the network. Yeah, because if you're not giving any updates, how's it supposed to flipping work? It won't work at all. Okay, so if I go to Google, yeah, right now, look. Can you see where it says Gmail, images, and sign in? Now this thing is supposed to work. Yeah, can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can just. Take a look at that. Yeah, Gmail. Now if we go to Gmail, yeah, just look what happens. Take a look at that. Can you see? That's not right. Can you see? Look what's happening to the line. It's got a line in the middle. Look. Can you see where it says where it's flashing? And to the right hand side, if I can do that with the remote. Oh yeah, very good. Look, see there's a line here. Look. Can you see there's a line in the middle? That's not even supposed to be there. It's supposed to be just clean like that. Empty space. And that's telling you there's something wrong, because the Google hasn't been updated for quite time. I think the last update was something back in 2023, probably way before that. Now that's pretty old. It's getting older and older, and you can't do anything on it. Can you see what's going on? It's just messed up completely. Even when you try to log in from here, you won't do it. It just ignores it. Okay? It just ignores it. So you need to log in your Gmail in order to work all this. It's even got a thing called sign in. Look. The same thing's got a line in the middle again. Look. You can't do nothing. You can't sign in into your Google account, and you can't go into your if you can sign in, then you can go and see your Gmail. Because I mean, if you signed in from here, then the Gmail will work. But now we got these dots. Look what these dots do. It's bloody empty. Look at that. Can you see that? This silly Nintendo company has broken all the relationships with Google. Yeah? Google's got nothing to do with it anymore. And now there hasn't been any updates for the network. Yeah? Even the eShop, there hasn't been no updates for that. It's completely killed the damn thing. Because if you can't update it, you can't really use this Google properly. Yeah, you can't use it. What point am I actually making here? What am I trying to say here? let me clarify something here. When you go to fast.com, now look at the speed we're getting. Because if the network was updated, it would have been a different story. Look at this. Take a look at this. It was slow to even to go through. I'm giving you an example here. Can you see? It can either be 1.6. This is 1.6 because it's far from 8 meters. Even if you was in the same room, it's not gonna go more than 10. I don't think it even gives you 10. I doubt it gives you that. It hardly gives you that, you know. I mean, it just gives you, I mean, in terms of what I've seen, it's giving you speeds like 8.6, 8.7, 9.2, 9.5, 9.7, 9.7, 9.8 is a struggle. It can't even go up to 10. It doesn't go up to 10. Now, originally, when these consoles on the market and everything was working up and running on this thing, it's supposed to be 15 Mbps. 15 on the Wi-Fi, man. On the Wi-Fi, it's supposed to be 15 Mbps maximum. Yeah, but now he's giving around about, if we're ever gonna get that, it's between 8 or 9. Yeah, so like 8.7 to 9.7. He's giving that. It's giving you speeds like that. Where it's supposed to be for Wi-Fi, it's supposed to be 15. It's coming around about from 8.7 to 9.7. Tell me about it. Because it hasn't been updated. The network hasn't been, there hasn't been any updates. That's why it's gone really out of date. The whole damn thing has. That's why it's struggling. Obviously, the Wi-Fi is only going to get better if we get any updates for it as well. We need updates for the network, and we need updates for the Google browser as well. For both. It's completely stopped. Probably will improve. It's supposed to be 15, you know. It's not supposed to be 9.7 because the updates are stopped. That's what it is. And even the eShop stuff as well. There hasn't been updates on that. That's why this thing is struggling. On Wi-Fi, you're not getting speeds even more than 9.7 hardly. It's supposed to be up to 15. Now I'll tell you something about Nintendo Wii Lan Adaptor. Yeah, Nintendo Wii Lan Adaptor. Yeah, originally it was between 30 to 33 Mbps. Okay, I'm gonna give you information. Even I haven't connected it yet. 30 to 33 Mbps. Yeah, but how much is it giving you now? 10. 2.2. It's 10. The Wi-Fi and the wired network are both giving 10. It's all Nintendo's flipping fault for stopping the updates on it. That's why it's doing that. They're both the same now. So when we look at the Wi-Fi and the wired network, yeah, which you get with the Nintendo Wii Lan Adaptor, yeah, Nintendo Wii Lan Adaptor, yeah, The wired connection is done with that. The difference, what's going to happen here, because the Wi-Fi is not going to stay connected. It's not going to stay connected, man. It's going to disconnect. Okay? Because we know Wi-Fi keeps on going up and down, up and down. It's going to do things like that. Usually, if we got a device in 2025, how low would the Wi-Fi go? I mean, if we are getting 74 Mbps, yeah, it's only gonna go around about 72. The lowest. If it's gonna go lower than that, probably around about 70. It's between 70, 71, 72. Okay, even 73, yeah, it can be any one of them. There's devices we got in today's world and all that. But looking at the hardware limitations and the what we're calling Wii U, it can be a dramatic fall of 10. That we're already getting that. If that goes 10, it's gonna be bloody 0. So it could be that, you know, it could be like, could be about 8, 7 and 8. So what you got? Like, if you got 8, you only got 2.0 Mbps left. You can't run it with that, can you? So that's a big problem for Wi-Fi here. So it's not going to work properly on here, is it? That's the thing to consider. So what's your option for Wi-Fi? I mean, the option you got for Wi-Fi is to stay within 5 meters. Yeah? If you stay within 5 meters, you probably will stay connected. Will it disconnect? But it's giving you 10 Mbps. No, it won't. It won't disconnect. But it needs to be in the same room within from the router. You can go to maximum about 5 meters. And honestly, you'll stay connected. You'll stay connected. Honestly. Can you do 5 meters? Because previously I got that you can't be connected more than 5 meters. How truthful is that? Well, the truth is that Nintendo Wii U doesn't like doors, walls and ceilings. Yeah? If we talk about in the line of sight connections, which is from directly from the router, we're going straight, yeah, without any obstacles like doors, walls and ceilings. So look at straight on line. It's been said from Nintendo that is around about 8 meters. Yeah, around about 8 meters. But some people on YouTube have been reading a lot of stuff. They've been testing it in terms of the line of sight. You should able to go up to 22 meters. Yeah, you should go up to that. So that's without the doors and stuff like that. We're talking about straight on line. Yeah. So let's say we got a room where your router is, and we end up within that room without going out the door. No, the doors aren't included. Without the doors, I'm talking about here. So straight in a line where your router is, you should be able to go to 22 meters. So if you got a room, yeah, where it's around about 22 meters, you should be able to use that. Yeah. That's not actually the Wi-Fi we're talking about here. That is the Wii U Gamepad. The Wii U Gamepad I'm talking about here. No, not the Wi-Fi. Yeah. So when we look at the connection between when you're streaming your console to the Wii U Gamepad, it's gonna give you 22 meters. Well, we can say from 8 meters to 22 meters, anything between that. This is by the Wii U Gamepad. When it loses connection, it doesn't like the doors and things like that. It just switches off. We know it disconnects and things like that. You see, if I'm in the same room, yeah, let me just switch this off here for a moment. Take a look at this. The Wii Gamepad is actually working. Look, the Wi-Fi is a different story. Yeah. The Wi-Fi just works the way it should be working. Yeah. You know, normally when you use all sorts of different devices for your Wi-Fi, it's just the same as that. It's just the same as that. The connection is always going to remain the same. Okay? But the question here is that, so the 22 meters I'm talking about, that's for the Wii U Gamepad. But how far in the line of sight can you do Wi-Fi? So let me just find about that, if I can find information, anything to do with that. So now, right now, look, it works. Look, just hold on. Oh, I could open the screen in front of me. I couldn't see nothing on there. Wait there. Just hold on. I'm just working on something. All right. So when we okay. So when we're talking about the Wii U Gamepad, okay, the wireless range on that will be around around 26 feet, 8 meters. No, this is what Nintendo says, okay? So you don't have to go and believe that, yeah? That's what they say on that, yeah? But when we look at the Wii U console, yeah, itself, yeah? The home Wi-Fi, you're talking about here. It should be typically around 150 feet indoors. So let me try to find even more information on that as well. Right. Now, if you want the Wi-Fi to improve even further, yeah, so I can go far and all that kind of stuff, yeah. So this, you will you need to do a Wi-Fi extender, yeah, or a mesh network. These are complicated stuff, because if you don't know how to do all this, then you need to probably get some experience on these kind of stuff. So I mean, considering it, I probably wouldn't be doing these kind of things, because this is for larger homes, you see. Yeah, things like that. So right now, all I can say about the ranges and all that, yeah, I'll probably bring more information after this, because I don't want to complicate you people out there how this works, because we need to take it by step. You need to watch my videos one by one how this works, because I'm gonna keep on talking more and more about it. Yeah, because the wired network connection is not gonna give you a problem. It's all about the Wi-Fi is giving problems. It's gonna be things like that. Okay, so remember, for the Wiiu Gamepad range, it's around 26 feet. It's 8 meters. Yeah, and then if it's for your home Wi-Fi, it should be 150 feet indoors. Okay. Also, I'll find out how much that could be. No chance. What? Oh wait. You know the home? What? Because usually they did say about 300. Okay. So on here, typically when we look at the home Wi-Fi, yeah, it's 100 feet, didn't I say? So how many meters is that? That is 45.72 meters. Wow. It's near a flipping 50 meters on the home Wi-Fi. Well, that's how far it goes. But the problem here is the Wii U Gamepad doesn't go far, and the Wi-Fi doesn't go that far either, because this console works better in the line of sight. So if you want something like this, yeah, so let's just repeat this again. If you want distances like 8 meters for your Wii U Gamepad, and what was it, 45.72 meters for your home Wi-Fi, it's going to be in the line of sight. Yeah, it will give you that. I think it's remarkably pretty good, actually. Whether it will give you that, I can't say anything about that, because the console is pretty old. You have to give it a go. I mean, try to, put your console and go straight in a line without going outside the doors. But make sure you don't go outside the doors, otherwise that's going to disconnect. You see the doors, that's where the problem comes. Okay? Doors and walls, ceilings. Be careful about these doors and walls. You need to have your console in the same room, and that's it. That's what you need to do. And it should work really, really amazingly well on that. So the Wi-Fi, I think in terms of looking at the range for the Wii U Gamepad and the home Wi-Fi, it's all based on the line of sight. Because when I'm using this Wii U Gamepad, right, when I'm in the same room where my Wii U console is, it works pretty good. The Wii U Gamepad, it doesn't turn off. I don't know if I don't have a home with more than 8 meters. because this console could go to 45.72 meters, you know, from the range. That's quite big, man. It's too big. There's no way it's gonna switch off in my room. I think my room's about, I don't know, could be about 8 or 10 meters long or something like that. Probably even bit more. It could be between 8 to 10 meters. No, I'm on about the same room I'm talking about. I'm not on about the 8 meters that is not downstairs and upstairs. Yeah. Maybe the thing I'm talking about when I meant by 8 meters, it could be more than that. But the problem is, the doors and walls are going to stop it. Well, it's definitely not 45.72. I mean, you know, wherever my router is and where I'm using my console right now, it's definitely not. It's not definitely more than that. It's way less than that. Where my meter is, the meters I'm talking about. It could be more than 8 meters then. I mean, because I kept on saying my console is about 8 meters. I'm going to measure it properly, where my router is, and wherever I put my console, how many meters it really is. My 8 meters, probably, estimation could be wrong. It could be more than that. It could be more. So, the meters for this console is pretty strong. I don't know if you can get them in it, that's the whole point. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make another video, yeah, based on my room. The room I'm talking about. We're gonna find out how many meters it is. So I'm gonna put this console right in the window, yeah, and then I'm gonna sit right at the back of some wall, from back there, and we'll go forward, yeah. Then we will know if how many meters is the Wii U Gamepad really working, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do some more investigation. Just hold on. Here it says 8 meters. Okay, let's do some more research on this. Yeah, it's around about 8 meters, I suppose. I'm not finding any more information more than that. But that's by Nintendo. I'm suppose any person actually tried it and see. It's hard to say, any. It's around about 8 meters. I assume it can't go more far than that. No, I don't think it can. So let's get this correct then. I mean, in terms of the Wii Gamepad from your console, it's 8 meters. And when we talk about home Wi-Fi, it should be 45.72 meters. Okay, let me get that correct as well for you guys. Yeah, it's 45.72. Okay. That's the 2 meters you're gonna get at it. So that meter is gonna be in the line of sight, okay? It just depends on how that's gonna work on it. So give that a go and see how it goes. Now the other thing that I was specifying to you about increasing all this, yeah? Because obviously when the Wi-Fi is doing things like that, come on, every house has got doors, walls and ceilings, haven't they? How can that be escaped? You can't do that. That ain't gonna happen. What about you can't do that what I just told you? What about you got doors, walls and ceilings in the way? Then that's where the Wi-Fi is gonna fail, isn't it? It's always been like that. It's gonna be crap. The Wi-Fi will be. I don't think Wi-Fi's technology is that advanced. So that's why they made a thing called wired network connection, you see. Yeah? That's what it was. Now I'm going to show you something else. Because looking at this connection here, look. This is the system settings. Let's go book a music service. Okay, let's go to so what we need to do, we need to go to the first tab called Internet. Okay. Then you go to connect to the Internet. It's the top one. Okay. Then you go to connection types. Take a look at that. Right at the top left, yeah? You just press Y button. And then you get these options and they look. Take a look at that. You get all that. Now here it says wired connection. I think it says AOSS. I don't know what that says. Hold on, let me just change glasses and maybe I can see it clearly. There's quite a lot of different settings in this. I don't know what these settings actually do. We're going to read there's something on the screen as well. What is actually telling you? Okay. There it is. It's telling you on the television, look. It goes, select one of, okay. It's called a Wi-Fi protected setup. There's another one called a manual configuration. Okay, so take a look at all of these. Look. Okay, let's take a look at these. Now let's read this. You got select an appropriate connection type for your internet connection environment. Okay, the console will tell you that, but you gotta know how to do it, innit? Okay. It goes connecting using a LAN cable. Select this option if you are using a Wii Lan adapter. Now, it actually doesn't tell you what this is all about, yeah? It doesn't help you at all, does it? You gotta understand this all yourself. Now, the Nintendo Wii Lan adapter is for the wired network connection, okay? It's used for that. I'll show you. If you look on the Wiiu Gamepad, it's the right first one at the top. Look. Can you see that? The very first one. It's that Nintendo Wii Lan adapter is used as a wired network connection. Then the other, because then select one of these options if your wireless network device supports. See that? If this is talking about wireless here, so there's other wireless stuff as well, which is AOSS and Wi-Fi protected setup. Okay, but that's if you got one of them, innit? You know what, I'll be honest with you, the AOSS and Wi-Fi protected setup, I'm not going to use them. Never have. Then it goes, connect to your wireless network device by manually entering information. So it's got the manual, right at the bottom, it's got the manual thing as well. You can take a look at the manual thing. This is for more professional people, yeah? What this is, it goes that so configure each of the settings as required for your internet connection environment. Yeah, you need to know this from your service provider. Look, SSID security. Okay, there's that one. Then there's IP address, DNS. Okay. Proxy settings, MTU value. There you go. I mean, it's good if you know all these settings yourself. You can enter them yourself if you want. For your wireless. I don't know why I put that in. You don't really need that, to be honest. Because when you just go to back, you got this connection list. Right. When you're on the main page of internet connection setup, it will show you all of the wireless connection. Look, they come up like that. Alright. And then if you look on the right hand side, it says connection list. Look. Which on the right hand side. Now if you press X on that, you know what this is? It's the ones you saved yourself. It's the wireless one and the wired connection one. See that? These are the ones I've done. Look. How many more I got? So that's number 1 and 2. It's flipping quite a lot, man. Look, it's up to 6 right now. There's 2 of them. Look. That's all the connections set up from there. Now, what I like about this console, which is not that hard, you see when you select as a default, I've set it default on the wireless. Look, it will say Wii U and Wii on it. Look at number 1. Look at that. Yeah. But when you want to go to a wireless wired connection, then you need to select the second one. Yeah. Then you need to select that as a default. Once you select that as a default, then that will say Wii U and Wii on it. And then you're the lettering on the wireless one, that will disappear. Just like this one, look. Same thing like this, look what's happened. The wireless one's got Wii U and Wii on it, and the wired connection hasn't got nothing written on it. But if you select the wired connection, then the Wii U and Wii will disappear from the wireless, from the Wi-Fi. Okay? It works like that. It's really awesome. That's how it works. So I hope this gives you more information. So what this console actually does for your Wii U Gamepad. for your Wi-Fi and the wired connection through the Nintendo Wii Lan adapter, yeah? Which is cool. There you go. There you have it. More some extra information. So in my next follow-up video, I will try to show you the experience on the Nintendo Wii Lan adapter, connecting it to one of the USB ports of the Nintendo Wiiu at the back of the console. So that's where the real revolution is going to start for staying connected. Give a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.